Hey everyone, Chlorine King here. I am here showing you my new Riptide switch I put on. You can see here it's a new connector. If you're used to the normal yellow connector and you have an older unit, this will look very different. And then same with the switch power center here as well. So if you guys have an older switch, don't worry, I'm going to show you the step-by-step on how to replace it. Now Riptide tested these to 100,000 cycles and they still didn't fail, so they're going to give you a lot longer life than those other switches were. Also, this is a free upgrade for any existing Riptide client, and of course the new units are automatically coming with these. So if you have the old yellow switch, contact Matt or Dave at Riptide and they'll get you out a new switch and switch center like this down here as soon as possible. So let's go ahead and dive in. So here we are at the parts and tools list we're going to need to make this transition happen. You need a new power center, you need the new cord connector kit, you're going to need a Sawzall to cut off the weld, you're going to need a drill with a 5/16 bit, a metal bit to cut through so you can mount this new box. You need some wire strippers, you're going to need, anyways, here some vice grips, you're going to need a black Sharpie to mark where you're going to drill, a knife, of course, to cut the sheathing on the cord, some channel locks, these are going to work together, some wire cutters, you're going to need a number 10 and number 13 socket, a crescent wrench, and of course a T20 Torx to attach the new cord connector onto your existing cord. So let's go ahead and get started. Now the first thing you want to do after you strip your cart down for ease of access, we need to cut this weld off. So all we need to do is take our Sawzall and cut right here like that. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Now we got the weld cut, we should be able to just pull off the box at the other weld point without having to cut it. Now we just take our 10mm socket, go ahead and loosen the terminals on the battery. Set all the stuff to the side. Do the same thing over here. Now, take this, throw it away. Now we need to take our new power center and switch assembly and prep it to drill into this plate so we can mount the mounting screws. So, just go ahead and drop it in place where you want it to be. Like to sit it up here at the ridge and then flush against here. And all we're going to do is mark the inside of it where the holes are. So then we know where to drill. So now we're going to drill here and here. So let's go ahead and start drilling. Now we take our drill and we're going to drill where we marked, and so we have our mounting holes. We got number 1 done. Now let's do number 2. Now our holes are drilled. So you can see how I got started putting a bolt in, and all we're going to do is just do the same for this one here. Just go ahead and put it in, and then from the other side, going to go ahead and start threading it. And then from here, you're going to take your 13mm socket and your crescent wrench and snug it up. And then just double snug this one up, make sure it's nice and solid. Torque it down. Now the new switch center is on rock solid. So all we have to do now to finish connecting this up is hook it up to the battery. Riptide did give us a red cord for positive and black for negative this time go around, so you don't have to worry about the orientation of the prop. So all we gotta do is start hooking up the cables. Very simple process. I'll just show you one so you're not wasting time. Take your 10mm socket, just tighten it up. There you go, that's on. So all we gotta do is connect the negative. So this is the old connector here. We're gonna have some fun and destroy this. So the first thing we're gonna do is take our vice grips, just clamp them on here. So it's nice and solid on there. Now we just take our channel locks and we need to get the spring assembly off here. So all that we do is just start twisting this off. Here's a little crack. That's when you know it's nice and loose. Now let's go ahead and spin this off. There, now we got the exposed blue cable. So all that we need to do now is cut it. We're going to take our little wire cutters, cut it right there. Old switch, gone. So now we got the spring assembly off and then we got just exposed cable. First thing I'm going to do is open the switch up. Now like I said earlier, the switch is really cool. Riptide tested this up to 100,000 cycles and it worked beautifully. So this is their new switch and this is a new free upgrade for any existing clients. So if you have a Riptide with that old yellow switch I just cut off, time to upgrade. So now what we need to do is take our T20 driver and just undo these. That way we get to the inside of the switch where we're going to put that cable in and eventually finish everything up. So we're just going to keep going until this is all the way done. So the next step is to figure out where we need to cut this for this to work. So you see that's going to sit flush in the little recess and then we need to basically cut off that much of cord. So now let's take our wire cutters. And there we go. Now we're going to go ahead and take our knife and score around this blue part here until we can peel this off and expose the two wires that are here. There's one here and one here. So here we are. We got the exposed wire. We went ahead and took wire strippers and got the raw wire out. We got the connectors loosened up and everything. The first thing you want to do before you even think about connecting this is put the spring over first, because we're going to need that for later. Now that we're ready to connect this, spoiler alert, the white side goes to the right and the black side goes to the left. That way we get that proper prop rotation that we're looking for. So all we do is just slide it in like that and tighten it down. You take your 10mm socket and just tighten it down. You want to do it pretty snug, but you don't want to tighten it so tight that you cut through the wire. So it's nice and snug. Just double check both. Make sure you pull on it, and there you go. That is all good to go. We're about done, guys. All it's left to do is put on this this cover here and then attach the spring. So all we're going to do is go ahead and place that on there like so. Now just keep in mind there's a couple different length screws, so make sure you get the right ones. And then you want to take your T20 Torx. Go ahead and tighten it down. I don't snug everything down right away. Almost there, guys. Now we can finally start going around and snugging everything down. So make sure you don't over torque, of course. It's just plastic and metal will always win. So now that we got that done, all we need to do, the last part's put the spring on. So the final step now is just plugging it in and seeing if we did our work right. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug it in, turn it on, and this prop should rotate counterclockwise. There we go, job well done. All right, so the last thing to show you is how to connect it. You see here it's got a little latch, you swing it in, so what you gotta do is push it in like that and rock it down, and it's nice in there, nice and solid, and all you do is turn the switch on. The cool thing about the switch is the old one you could rotate 360 degrees. This you can only turn 90 degrees to on, and there's a stopper, and 90 degrees off, and there's a stopper. So that will save on the switch as well. So that is how you change out a Riptide power/switch center and attach the new connector to the cord. As always, like and subscribe, and have a great night, everyone.